Alrighty, here I am. This works. I figured out how to open or start the stream with OBS on my screen without it showing on screen. I got a new haircut a couple minutes ago. So here I am. Yeah, I mean, I haven't streamed in a little while, but I actually made a YouTube channel for the game itself. You can find it at Weenie Frank or just Weenie Game or something like that. You can find that. There's a TikTok and stuff like that if you're watching the restream or whatever. Because I know some people watch it after I stream. So there we go. That's that. I was testing some cool stuff here, but let me just get rid of this and show you maybe some of the progress, I guess, that I've made. There's quite a few little details and whatnot that are not all that exciting, to be quite honest, because they're more like quality of life stuff. So there's sound, which is not great. The assets are placeholders, but it works. But there's two sounds. There's this one. You can see sometimes it triggers too much, and then maybe it's too subtle, but there's like a roll that you can do. And there's a bunch of different things. So I'm going to check in the sound manager right here. And I know that there's a blueprint for the sound itself. So here I could maybe bring it up a little bit higher and see so that we can hear it. So if you're rolling slowly, it'll the loudness or the gain of the sound depends on your speed, which is nice. So there's that. However, now the one thing that I would like to do is make it so that if the player presses M or something like that, it'll mute the sound. So let's see if there's something. So we're gonna do like K debug. So we're gonna put debug key A, and let's just see if mute. Let's just see like audio, sub audio bus. Let's see like volume. So we're gonna Google how to mute Unreal 5. Is there a way to mute all sounds? You should have a masterclass sound. Okay. Let's Google. Let's see if this is showing up the way I want. Yeah. Get music volume. And where's the music volume? Return node music volume. But then where do you set it? Set volume multiplier. Okay. Set volume multiplier. But from what class? Audio component. What about the master sound? Is there like a master sound? How to mute all sounds in game. Audio overview. Even though you're using audio class in master mute button. Let's see this if there's something here that we can do. That's easy.
Yeah, nope.
I usually just like looking at this here. So he's making a new sound class, okay. And I guess that every sound inherits from this or something. Okay, so you need a mixer. Okay, I see what I need. I need to set up some stuff. I'm not gonna do that right here, I guess. But I was wondering if there was a way. Let me see, like, because the sound might be all playing from the same mixer, I guess. So I wonder if it's like mixer, audio bus. Okay. Because then I know that I have these two classes right here. And where do they end up playing? SFX. And the SFX here is the master. Okay. and then let's say the other one, that's the rolling class here. It's also an SFX. And then let's go into the music itself. I know that I'm playing a piano thing. This guy right here. This one would be music. So I wonder, sound group, effect class. Okay. I wonder, like, is there something? What is this class here? Always play, volume. Okay. Um, you can use a sound mix and sound classes. Okay, first create a sound class for every type of sound. Okay. Okay. Next up, the sound mix. The sound mix is created. What's it say? This can be used as equalizer medicine. The sound mix is created just like the other under sound ignite. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go here. Let's go into audio, mix, sound mix. No, they might have changed stuff. Sound class mix, maybe. Okay, let's see. Sound class effects, EQ. Okay, and then what? Now set the sound mix as the default mix. The settings under edit, project settings, audio default base. Okay. Settings, project settings, default mix. Ah, here we go. So new sound mix. Great. So that means that this guy right here. Okay. And then your room can simply set sound mix class override node. Okay. Set mix class override. Okay. And then here I have this guy in sound class SFX volume 0. Okay, so let's imagine that here I'm gonna do this when event start or start. No, what was it? Event begin play. Okay, so we're gonna do it right here. I'm gonna imagine this is the first thing that we do, and let's see if it sets it to 0, basically. That works. And then here, we're also gonna do the same thing, but for the music. So everything that we put under music, we're gonna put it in there. So now I know that okay, so it did go to 0. Okay, great. So this right here, instead of doing it like that, I'm gonna make it so that this might not be the best way to do it, but we're just gonna do nothing and nothing here. We're not gonna fade or anything like that. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna create a new input thing. Inputs. Where are we? Assets. No, main input. Input player control, I guess. Yes, we're gonna add camera movement, rotation, game controls. Yeah, in here we're gonna add the M, and that's gonna be fine. So then we're gonna do EA manager game controls. So if this is what it is, and then we're gonna check. I think. So then Tab and escape. Game control. So we're gonna check here. I think that this right here should be what? It should be game controls is a digital boolean. Reservable mappings. This should be more than one mapping. I think I can take in here, or I guess not. I don't remember how these mappings work, but let's see. I think I can do like a print of this. Let's just see what happens. Okay, it's not printing it, but it's going to be the input action here, I think. String to string. To string this object, we're going to transform it into a string so that it tells us what it is, and it's not printing. Okay, that is because that's fine. Print to screen, print string. What I want is this. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. This is fine. And it's not printing it to screen. Okay. Print to screen, print to log. Okay. We're printing something. Let's see if it can print the input action then. It's not printing anything. Okay. Is it because it's showing? Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I guess, because it shouldn't be just one thing by triggers. No. Like certain behaviors. No. So I should be able to get this. Game controls. I should be able to get this. So it should be here, and then game controls right here. Type value digital boolean. No. Player mappable key settings. No. Okay, that's all fine. I might actually need. I actually need to check. Well, actually. Okay, so it's not muting it at all though. Okay. I think that I can gate it and whatever. Hey, Steel Sharp, how's it going? I can gate it in and out, but I think there's going to be a conflict here, so I'm going to create a new clear. I'm going to call it. I'm going to duplicate this one, I guess, and I'm going to call it. For now, I'm going to call it audio shortcut. Audio key or something. For now, that's going to be fine. And then right, not here, but here, I'm going to get rid of this guy, and I'm going to add it completely. And here, it's going to be at the end. So basically what we're doing, audio here, is we're adding stuff to control our audio. So here it's going to be like M, and that should be fine, I think. And now right here, what I can do is audio something, audio key, and there we go. So this should, if I'm not mistaken, mute the audio. And you know what? I am mistaken. Okay, great. So audio key right here. It's here. It should work, but it's not. And it's in the sound manager right here. So if we triggered it, we should go right here. Boom, boom. What's going on? It's not taking it in at all. And hence input audio key. Event graph. This is fine. Audio key. This is the right file, I think. Yeah, IMC player controls. That's what we are using, if I'm not mistaken, in the player here, here, and then if we go into the setup of the controls, which are right here, we enable Yeah, like right here, that's what we're doing. So we're getting the like that. Yeah, so we're getting the input context. The input context is that file right here, is the AMC player controls. So this should be fine. So why is it not working? Audio key here, here. This should all be good. All be good. And then if I go into audio key itself should be a digital bool, yes. And yeah, so this should be fine. So why is it not working? Boom. I'm pretty sure new sound mix, yes, okay. Did I forget something in here? New sound mix is set to be the default right here. Sound mix, it's right there. So we're gonna rename it. It's not gonna be new sound mix. We're gonna name it something more evocative. So it's gonna be just default sound mix. Okay, continue with the rename, yes. Hopefully it'll update in the project settings. Sound mix. Yeah, that's good. So now, so it's not doing anything. That's really weird. It was doing something before. Sorry about this. Not quite sure why it's not happening. It's triggered. Let's just print. I feel like it's not even taking in the input itself. Why? Why am I forgetting? Enhance input action, IA audio key, that's fine. And then in inputs, audio key is right there. So let's say game controls, for example. Do I have anything that's different between the two right here? It's a digital bool, consume, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is exactly the same. It's an input action. And then we're putting this right here. And this right here has, let's say if this works, this should work. So this right here, that works. Now, I have a sound manager. The sound manager is working because if it wasn't working, this wouldn't happen at all. In sound classes effects, down, default sound mix, yes. Default sound mix, yes. So I'm gonna get rid of these two lines right here and we're gonna check that maybe it's not triggering somehow for some reason that I don't understand. Why is it not triggering the key? So it's not taking in the key at all. Why is that? And yet it's taking in this key and it's taking in all the other keys. But what's the difference? This has no triggers. This has no modifiers. So this is not being executed for some reason. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check that the sound manager is here. So the sound manager is right here. The rolling sound is this. I don't even need to know what the rolling sound is, I think. Let's see what. Okay, I guess I do need to know. Okay, and yet it's not taking this thing in. Let's just do something. Audio key. Let's just return value. So it's either is it happening or is it not happening? Okay. Audio key. Boom. If it's triggered, it should happen. and it's in the Sound Manager event graph, and yet it's not happening. Why? This is the asset that's assigned because everything else is working. As a matter of fact, let's test these two that are not doing anything. Let's test rotation, IA. So if this happens, okay, that one is not happening either. And then, so this guy is like not able to, is it because it's not, I didn't enable, oh, it might be because I didn't enable the input in here at all. So let's see, player pawn, get player pawn, and then can I get like the cast to player maybe, and then can we try and get the IA audio key or something? Just trying to figure that out because I feel like there might be something there. So what I could do, this is so silly though, because I'm just gonna do it here for now and see if it works, and then I'm gonna move it somewhere else because it kind of makes no sense. This should be in Sound Manager. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work now. Okay, great. So here I'm gonna do maybe like mute and unmute. So it's kind of like not for now. I'm just gonna make it unmute. Oh, but it's not unmuting the SFXs either. Oh, that's maybe why. Okay, that's great because sometimes I just don't want sound, you know? Sometimes I don't feel like listening to the sound, but that is great. Okay. So, just try to see how the camera is doing right now because I did a couple of fixes for the camera where it's supposed to handle transitions between tight spaces a little bit better. Like there, it's a little bit better because I used to flash back and forth. Here, hopefully, yeah, that looks pretty good to me. It creates other issues where I can see through things, but at the same time, it's not enough to really bother me. It's like a give and take, you know? Okay. And here, let's see, let's try the worst way possible. That's fine for me, honestly. Like right now, that should be good. Okay. Okay, great. So we're slowly solving core issues to make them functional, but they're not really great yet. I just want to get like an A version of everything that I can then polish and polish and polish and add stuff to them. Okay, so this is fine. We don't need to do any of this for now. This I'm going to put in red. I'm going to do to do move mode, all this. Okay. Boom. Okay. Given that this works, we can move on to the next thing, which is so we have the camera, we have the mute. It's mute all, it's fine. This I'm gonna have to add. This works. This works. This, I don't know what the bug was, but seems like sometimes we can get into the ground. This right here is annoying. I would love to be able to force a camera on specific triggers. That's one thing that I want to do, especially for that major moment. Because then we'll have the core of like a passable game, and we can get into level design. So what I want really is, oops, what I really want is a camera forcer, I guess, for this moment right here. Oh, whoops. This moment here in the level. Here I'm going to paste here. So I want the player start right here. There. So what I want to happen is when we hit this, I want the camera to not do that. What I really want is the camera to look like that. But the thing is that the player just fucking disable this. Is there a way to disable things? Enable, active, disable. Because basically what I want is for this guy to be the main boy. How do I disable things in Unreal? No, what I want to disable it pretty much. There must be a way to disable objects. Uncontrolled, no. Unreal, disable object. What does it say? Simple rendering detail. No, I don't want this. That sucks. Yeah, it's weird that you have to create stuff to disable them. Nope. Oh, you can use sub levels, but I just want to disable. God damn it. These are like such like annoying little details. Like, why does it sometimes load the other one? Okay, so what I want is for it to do this. Look at the camera. So I wonder if there's a way to sort of bind it to a thing. So I think something that I could do is this is like a specific case, and I wish that it would. what I could do. I mean, the most generic thing, or just a thing that works for this right now? That is the thing right now. I'm wondering. It's like basically what I'm trying to do is that once we hit that object right there, the camera looks somewhere specifically. Oops. But I don't know if I should build a system for it that's like generic that I can reuse, or just now I should just force it on this one object. I'm gonna force it on this one object, I think, because it's the only use case that I have right now. So it's gonna be camera force. So I'm gonna make it, so I'm gonna branch, so camera force, and this is gonna be a public thing and a instance editable. And by default, camera force is gonna be, yeah, not that, but this guy is gonna have a camera force that's like this, okay. So if the camera force, so now I'm trying to do something, I'm gonna do, let's just move the camera, I guess. So we're gonna do get, here I'm gonna do get player pawn, and I'm gonna cast it to player, which I'm always casting, like the code in this game is terrible. I think we're gonna do cast to player. For now, we're gonna do it like this. And then we're gonna do as player, get camera view, and then can I force, we're gonna Google how to do it. Force camera to look at specific point in Unreal. On event, make transform, get component camera, find look at rotation. Okay. Set control rotation. Make camera look at a certain point. Ah. Interesting. So I could have a second camera. And then you bring it back to the camera. Okay, let's try that. Let's see what we can do with that. So, okay, that's good. Let's just do it like that. So that would be very easy actually, because basically I'm creating a new camera here that doesn't need, let's do a proper camera, normal camera. So it's going to be like a camera actor, a normal camera actor, and I'm going to be able to film things the way I want. And we're going to sort of, we're going to blend into that view, I guess, and we're going to look at it from here. I don't really know. Let's just, so now if I do this, what happens? Okay, we never change into that. Great. So this guy right here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to copy this thing. So basically, when we begin the overlap, if this is true, when we begin the overlap, we cast to the player. Okay. Here we're going to do, are we already casting as player? Okay, we already casted as player here. So we can do whatever we need to do here. Do set view target with blend. Set view target with blend. We don't need yes. And then the target is going to be the player controller. Why are we casting here if we don't? That's very strange. We're going to get the player controller. Get player controller. And new view target is going to be the camera that we're assigning. So here, I guess we're going to do camera. We're going to assign it a new camera actor. And it's going to be a public guy right here. So this guy right here needs a reference to this camera right here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so there we go. New view target is going to be this guy. Blend time 0.5, whatever. And then, yes, we're going to delay it. Delay 2 seconds, whatever. For now, it's just a test. And then we blend back, I guess. We blend back into target player controller, and get player pawn, and there we go. Okay, look how it's going. Okay, this is okay. So what do we need here? Get player controller. So I'm guessing that we could use this. Correct. And then we could get this, right? And then hopefully this will do something. Okay. That is so stupid, but you know what? It works though. It works horribly, but it works. That's so dumb. Oh god. That's so stupid. That's so bad. That was so bad. Okay. Worst cinematic ever, but it does what I asked it to do. Okay. Oh man. I haven't seen a hello Paradox, how's it going? Oh man, that's so funny. So dumb. I'm trying to make a transition here for the camera when we get shot into the other platform, and this is what it looks like right now. It's so dumb. Absolutely terrible, but kind of funny. I'm just wondering if I could just inherit the transition. I could just inherit. It's silly. I think I like it, but it's very silly. Let's see if I can make it faster or something. I don't think it looks terrible. I just think it looks kind of like so out of character for the game. It kind of makes me laugh. Blend time. We're gonna get a float here. I guess I could make it blend time. Blend time. And I guess for blend time, I can make it like. Let's see what happens if I do it like 2 seconds or something. Like, what would happen there? Is it your first time on the stream, Paradox? Welcome if it is. I don't know if you know much about the game, but it's a game that I'm working on, and well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what it is, but you know, I'm just trying to make a little demo proof of concept thing. That actually kind of makes sense to me, like with a little bit of a longer blend time. 1.5 and then like just wait for it and see. I don't know, maybe. It didn't really blend into the, I think it went back into this. So I think maybe I need to blend time. Okay. And then, because I wonder if the camera just needs to be like, maybe like a crazier camera, like something like this here, and then kind of blend into it as you are going. Kind of. I think that's what it is. Because I want it to be invisible, right? I don't want the player to notice. Yeah, it's a hot dog game. You control a little hot dog. Yeah. I think this is much better, but maybe it needs to go faster. Let me see. So the blend in, I feel like it's happening correctly. Sounds like Game of the Year to you. Well, man, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Yeah, that like kind of does make sense to me. Sort of, it goes in, and then here, blend time in, maybe blend time out, time out, blend time in, and then I'm gonna put the blend time here. Okay, so I think I have my, and then I'm gonna do the transition duration. Here we go, transition duration, and right now I have it at 2 seconds, I think. So I'm gonna put it 2 seconds, blend time in 1.5, 1.5. So at least I think I'm gonna have all these variables here. Are you a game developer as well, Paradox? Or just a fan of games? Or there is a build for the game on itch.io here. You can find it. I don't know if you can see it right now. Yeah, you can. So you can see it right here, and there's a little build you can try. But I'm going to be uploading this new version that I'm working on right now real soon, and eventually, hopefully, on Steam. Oh, you work with Unreal? Cool. That's nice. I'm gonna, maybe you can teach me some, because I'm kind of new to it. That kind of doesn't look bad. It's just like it looks sort of unnatural right now. I just feel like it should maybe zoom in with it. So maybe, what if it's going like this and turning that way, regardless of what you do? Maybe if I can exaggerate it, you know what would be actually funny? Is if I do it like this. I just cut to the sausage, like jumping from one end to the other. I don't think this is gonna work, but it's just that the transitions are very harsh right now. I would like it to, like, as soon as it goes in, it goes out, sort of. So I think that the transition duration should be way lower. Have you made and released games yet? Like, what's your experience like? I've been working on games for about 10 years now. I'm mostly a game designer, level designer, prototyper, and I'm actually a game design teacher. And I've worked mainly with Unity though. So what my project this summer during my vacation was to learn Unreal. Hmm. So let's blend in quickly. Let's give it time to do stuff and then blend out slowly. Okay, so we don't want to blend in quickly. We want to blend in slowly. 1.5. And we want to blend out slowly as well, it seems. I have 2 years experience in. Oh, that's cool. That's great. Have you tried any other engines or not yet? And then the transition duration. Let's see what happens if I up it to like 3 seconds. It's going to take a while before it gets out of it, right? Okay. And then probably all of them, all engines. All engines. Have you tried Hexflixel? I used to work with Hexflixel a lot. I used to work with Construct. I used to work with Game Maker. I used to work with what else did I work with? Phaser I've tried. Godot I haven't tried. Or Godot or Godot or whatever you want to call it. I haven't tried that one. Game Maker. My favorite, Construct, Unity, and now Unreal. Unreal I'm enjoying a lot actually. Yeah, I've opened it. I've opened it because someone was helping me with the project, but besides that, like, hey, I wonder if these things, linear ease in and ease out, you know, all these things. I wonder if these are good. Blend. I don't know what these do, honestly, but we're gonna try them out. Click-Team Fusion. No, I know of games made with Click-Team Fusion. I think Baba Is You is made with Click-Team Fusion. Okay, so I feel like FNAF, okay, which I've never tried, by the way. I've never, ever, ever played. If true local going to target the from camera position or major of I don't know what that means, but let's try it out. Maybe these things will help us out. Clunk. Clunkety, 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 clunk. Let's exaggerate. I like to exaggerate parameters sometimes when I don't know what they do, so that I can really visualize what they help with. Huh. So that sounds like something we don't want to do that much. Let's go back to 0.5. 0.5. We're gonna ease in. What does it mean? Oh, what about pre-blended? Let's see. Is it what this guy is doing? No. And blend X is 0. Okay. But this is pretty good though. I really like this thing where it forces the camera to blend to something. I think that's very, very nice. Okay, let's try with 0 and so that it doesn't do anything that we don't set up, I guess. But yeah, I mean, cool, man. There's a Discord for the channel. If you're interested, you can go and share your games and whatever, so I can check them out. But you know, it's not a very, very active Discord yet because I'm pretty much just getting started with the streaming and the game project as well. But if not, you can just hang out in the chat. It's all good. You know, you don't need to do anything I say. It seems like I would like it to kind of not stop and keep going. So roll back and in and out. So I'm guessing that the transition duration, like something like this. Needs to be smoother. So I guess I could put this on an animation, but I don't want to do that right now, really. Like I really want to just have it so that it works, but I don't want to start like really. What happens if I do that? Well, too much happening at once. So okay, so that works good enough for me. I'm not gonna go crazy about this. Eventually, I'll get like a proper thing that I can do. Uh, okay, one last time. It's kind of like missing the whole thing, though. It's what really bothers me. I wonder if I should really just like. The goal for me is that it should be funny first. But this looks really clunky, like just comes in. See, like it's missing the whole thing, so I wonder if there should be maybe multiple blends or something. But because the guy's gonna come in like this, so then maybe I told myself I wouldn't spend time tweaking too much stuff. The camera needs to go in faster for sure. That's one of my problems. Okay. Good. Good. This is what's gonna happen. This is what you wanted. This is what's happened. Okay. Let's do it like that. Let's just do it quick. So if it's ugly, it doesn't last long, you know? It was kind of bad, but gonna have to deal with it, I guess. So what kind of games are you making, Paradox? Like what genre of games do you make? That's good enough for me right now. Horror is cool. I've never made a horror game. What are like the how do you get started and what are like the things to keep in mind when you're doing a horror game? Sound, I guess, must be really important. Sound, what else? 'Cause I feel like you can get away with like bad visuals or like not many visuals as long as the sound is good. Good post processing. Why is it going like this? Take your time. Okay, and this guy right here should not have any problems. Yeah, but how do you achieve atmosphere? With sound, I guess? Cool visuals. I almost feel like you could make a horror game without visuals. Almost. Like it would just be like an audio game, you know? Yeah, that sounds kind of obvious, right? Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's an easy game to make. Oh, I think I know what game you're talking about, but wasn't it like a sort of not an NFT game, but kind of like a cash grab game or something like that? In ARG, yeah, I think so. What was it called? Do you remember? Because I get the feeling I know what you're talking about. Yes, yes. I don't know exactly what it was, but it sounds familiar to me. Hey, wasn't it the game where only 3,000 people could play, or they needed 3,000 people to for the game to start, or something like that? Do you know about this? It's like a scam that someone ran, which was pretty crazy. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, but like I'm talking about actually making a good game with that, with the idea of like making just a sound game, not something like stupid like that. So this is basically so that the camera hits the so you can go in there without too many bugs. I think. Yeah, I think there's a few. With design, good limitations like can make good stuff. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Taking the sound off because I don't want to hear the music anymore. I just want to do a little run through and see if stuff has improved or because basically this is a proof of concept level that I was just sending people and people watching the stream. I want people to try the game and tell me what they feel about the controls and stuff. But also then I want to be making a proper level and really start exploring what the level design of the game is like. But I do feel like right now there's some little bugs with the controls, like this one. It's been reintroduced. That wasn't happening anymore. And I did some changes to handle the triggers. So that's what happened. Okay, so I have a version of force the camera into specific angles. At least I know how to do the basics of it, and then I could make it better. So that's how I'm working right now. I'm just implementing the most basic version of the thing, and then seeing what I can do later on. Okay. sound, it's fine. So this is a bug right here that we have. Okay, this I can do fairly easily. This main menu I don't need. Yeah, doesn't matter. This is pretty huge. Okay. What I want to do though is figure out. I'm gonna send you the link if you want. Right here in chat. And yeah, I need to figure out how to do the level design of the game because right now what I want is for the player to fall. It's 600 megs, I think. So I want the player to be able to fall and start over, but not have it be too punishing. Like I like structures like this and whatnot. Cool. Yeah, let me know what you think. I don't know what version is up there. Maybe like a weird. Hey, I have air control actually now. That's the issue that I have right now. I really need to figure out what's the game about. In terms of like what type of gameplay do I want? Because right now I feel like I have these very big spaces. Why is it doing this? Like on this. So I think mostly something to do with the controls. How do I compress your game package? So okay, so what I do is here I set it to shipping, and it really helps. Just doing that helps a lot. And there were other things where I got rid of some things. I googled it, honestly, I don't remember. But the main thing that changed everything is instead of releasing with projects with the debug game or development, just release shipping, and that gets rid of a lot of tooling and stuff that it's not necessary for your game. Yeah, it's been really helpful for me to do that. Yeah, that's how you should release a game, right? You don't want to release the development build or something like that. Nope, I didn't need to because I didn't have any plugins besides the ones that are default. This is what's fucking annoying right now. It's this thing. It's like down and Yes, I think so. You have to exclude other editor content options. I think so. But look, basically all I do is here, packaging settings. I'm gonna show you my packaging settings if you want. I don't know if there's anything I changed besides that. I think there might be something here. I don't remember. I looked at a tutorial. I could export mine if you want to try them and send them to you. It's like one thing we can do. I wonder if my problem right now with the player, if it's still my old issue. You don't need it? Okay. I was just saying, in case you want to see. You've tried a lot of stuff, and you never managed to. I just did the shipping thing. The shipping thingy I told you, and it helped. Let me just try now and see if this helps with that issue. Oh, so that's not the issue anymore. Okay. So right now I'm pressing two different things, and what is happening? I think it's trying two different things right now. I don't need that. Here. UI settings, no. Oh, really? And that's even like for a tiny game that has nothing in it. It's smaller than mine. Mine has a lot of assets and stuff. Like mine is just geometry and stuff, but like it has some assets and 3D stuff. Oh, this is an annoying bug, honestly. Well, maybe it's the asset itself that makes it very. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too for this one. I'm using a lot of marketplace, but only for the graphics. I'm not doing anything else. It's weird how sometimes, it does that. That weird. Yeah, just for environments. But these I made myself, obviously, the hot dog paintings, which I think are pretty cool. For funny. But okay, so there's a bug right now that I've introduced. Bug. Diagonal input messes up the sausage movement for some reason. I've reintroduced the bug, which wasn't there before. Yeah, I made a couple. Let me see if I have any. Do I have any other ones? Assets. Maybe this one too. But I'm using the generative thing from Adobe, which is for this one. For these, it's just Photoshop. Yeah. Okay, so what's the next thing that I wanted to do? There's stuff that I wanted to do for sure, but it's just that the movement is bothering me a lot right now, and I'm so deep into it that I have no idea why it's happening. Is it like oh, there we go. It's like a camera thing, maybe. Oh, it's like hesitating between two states, I think. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring back. What game? I'm gonna bring back this right here, UI debug. Here in the graph, I'm gonna bring back all of this. Think I'm gonna get rid of all of this. You forgot the name? Come on, man. Come on. What you doing? Text. Target has to have a connection. Yes. Harvest shadows. Okay. Ah, there we go. It's changing between the two. Okay, great. Harvest shadows. Okay, let me look it up. Oops. We harvest shadows. Is it this one? Like atmospheric?
Maybe it's because the nights here feel unsettling.
As effects.
I'm just so tired of feeling tired. The only thing that brings me a bit of comfort is that I'll never talk to another human being ever again. I've decided that this abandoned farm will be the place where I die. But that day's a way off. At least I hope so. But until then, that leaves me with an ever-pressing
Wait,
question
this guy
I can't seem to figure out.
seems familiar.
How?
Wait, have I seen this or something? Oh, he's the guy that made the first tree. Okay, yeah, and then people were saying this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this guy makes YouTube videos about his stuff, and yeah, he made a video where he was saying that he showed this game to some friends, and they were like, "This is not fun" or something. I don't remember exactly, but
See what winter
to me it
brings.
looks good. So I don't know, because I think it was too slow or something. But it's cool to me. I haven't played this.
Are you awake?
That's what the gameplay is like.
Looking for her missing
It's beautiful. You played it? I don't think it's my kind of game, but it looks really cool and beautiful. This one is more my type of game, but this one was a hit, I think. Okay, so we're back in this problem right here, which is basically the inputs and the angles and whatnot. So I'm gonna need to fix that at one point. For now, it's fine. So we have this, we have this, we got this, we got some sort of sound. The sounds are not good yet. Yes, I heard that. Yeah, I watched the video. Improvement, better sound sources for hits, improvement, better sound sources for rolling. Okay. What I really want to do is figure out a level design that will allow me to play the game properly, because in games like, God damn it, getting over it. Let's see, there's long play. What makes this game work is that it's in 2D. I think it's in 2D and you have fast movement options, whereas in my game you don't have fast movement options, it seems. You have more like, it's slower. So one thing that I was thinking was about adding a jump in the game, but I think that's gonna add too much development time. Like I don't want to spend too long developing this game. To me, this game was a small project that I wanted to release. So I want to keep it tiny. I want to improve the one control and then do whatever. So maybe I could have platforms that make you bounce and stuff like that, but not the player himself. So maybe more precision, like really betting on the physicality of the object. So then, because it's 2D, you can always come back and forth. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Jump pads is basically what I have. Yeah, so that's that. Then what other game is like this? Jump King, Pogo Stack, games like Getting Over It in 3D. Stick with it. Oh yeah, I played this one. I didn't like that much. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Big Pogo Man. Okay, let's see this guy. What happens here? Yeah, I don't want this. This is exactly what I don't want. Oh yeah, yeah. What the breath? Yeah, I mentioned it in my devlog. Let me show you. I made a devlog here. I made a YouTube channel, and I mentioned it right here. So yeah. Oh, maybe I could just watch a long play. I Am Bread and see what makes this game tick. I've watched a little bit, but that game is more like open arenas and climbing and sticking to things. In my game, you don't stick to things. Maybe you should, but I feel like I'm not quite sure about that. It's physics. Physics objects are interesting. Maybe there's more like puzzly objects. Yeah, like moving stuff like that, you know? I should maybe play this actually. There's the edibility thing, which makes sense. I just wondered how they thought of the level design. Because to me, that's boring to just do the walls like this. That's not what I want in the game. If it has a spare keyboard, yeah. You know what I don't like about this game is the fact that you can see you need the UI to make it work. That's what I'm trying to fix in my game, where it's like you move towards the direction that you're looking at. So okay, it's just that what did you get? Yeah, I don't want UI. Exactly. I don't want UI. I don't want any like I want it to seem like immersive, in a way. So this is about height, and I don't know if in my game I can go with height, is like my point, because you can climb things like this and it's fine. It's just, I think right now what I'm going to do is like, this build is going to be as is. I need to export this and it's going to be cool and fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's just I need to fix that one bug. But now I need to re-explore again the gyms and stuff like that, like just trying out stuff like this more. So I have these jump pads here. Well, I guess they're not set up correctly. I have a lot of different objects that are interesting. So I have these jump pads, yeah. So then I have these objects like this. But the thing with these objects is that you can get stuck under them, and that's not very fun. Why does it think that it's vertical? There it should be. And then I have objects that you can climb like this too, which I guess are kind of cool. I really broke the controller somehow. Okay. There's those, there's this here. But I also wonder if I should just... What is this, by the way? What's this shit? Yo, I have no idea what any of these are. Oh, okay, I think I know now. It's like all the level and stuff, but for demo real, I do not need it, right? This is for gym backup. Okay, so here in New World, do I have all I need? Oh yeah, this was like the first try that I did, which was kind of cool. I'm just trying to remember the different... I like the rendering on this much better. I wonder if they're gonna be performing badly. Yes. Did you try the game, by the way, Paradox? Maybe... Thing, I don't want you to walk all that much for no reason. You forgot? It's all good. Okay. Then that's that. And then you have the test playground, I think. Okay, and this is basically the other level. Oh yeah, that's true. I made what was turned to be a lot of different levels. It takes so long. Walk around. Okay. Okay. So I need to fix that bug. Those vertical or semicolon. What's green? Okay. I'm gonna make a new level. Then it's gonna be like new playground 2. So in this playground, for now, I have to do the environment like this. Okay, great. Create folder. We're gonna put everything into the folder. Okay, and then can we get player in here? Will it work? Yeah. Great. Why are there 2 players, baby? Does the game creates one automatically? Cool. Is there a player start? No. Player start, there's no player start. Okay, so we're gonna create a new player start and we're gonna create a floor at 000. Playing the hot dog game right now. Yeah, baby. Let me know what you think. If you have any feedback, advice, whatever, please let me know. I'm all ears. I really want to improve the game and make it good, so don't worry about my feelings or anything. Just be nice, polite. And it should be fine. Yep, sure, please go ahead. Grid, world grid material, great stuff. We're gonna go with this. Starters. Okay. I just want to go back to the fun of it and like make it fun as it is right now. I think the player needs to move a little bit faster. I'm gonna do a thing here. It's gonna be category of movement, full force, category, movement, throw multiplier, movement, player standing threshold. T-force, movement, movement, air force, movement. Okay. So if I go into all the movement settings, I should be fine. Okay, great. So roll force, torque multiplier. I think there's literally no one using this, so we can delete it. T-force. That's torque force. Torque amount. So that means that if I were to make this guy right here 500 instead of 250. And right here, we're going to place a player start. So it should spawn right here. So right now, if I were to do this, it would move much faster and get to that speed much faster too. Okay. But I think also the other one is this one where it's like, what if I made it go faster too? And then we're going to be able to like go really fast. And I wonder if that's part of what makes it fun. Let's say 300. It's kind of fun though. I wonder if I mix it with like a slower and it kind of can really get faster. I'm sort of like limited onto some stuff, it seems.